What up, fools? So the Prime Wars have entered their third and final chapter, and the hot new hotness of Power of the Primes is starting to settle in worldwide. So of course my dickhead brain decides it's the perfect time to start obsessing over some random deluxe from 13 years ago. Yes indeed, get your face in gear for an Impulse episode on Cybertron Downshift. So Transformers Cybertron is one of the many chunks of Transformers media that I'm still yet to unlock on the world map, but unlike Prime or Beast Machines or the daunting thicket of IDW titles, Cybertron's one where I'm quite content to stay ignorant. Am I really going to sit through 50-something episodes of a badly made kids show that literally everyone says is really poor? Even the people who like it are like, ugh. I mean, I did catch a bit of it on that Classics pack-in DVD, but it was so iffy and embarrassing that I turned it off and put it in the bin. So I just don't need it. My head's already full of crap. I am at crapacity. But that does kind of mean I'm forfeiting any context for the toy line. So as far as I can tell, it's basically a generally pretty decent grab bag of carformers, freaky space bots and dinosaurs and diggers. You know, it's Transformers. Along with one seemingly standalone, totally badass wildcard figure. Put them up for Cybertron Downshift, quite possibly one of the smoothest carformers ever. And the second incarnation of Downshift, who's not Downshift but is basically Wheeljack, but couldn't be called Wheeljack because Wheeljack was this Sideswipe looking guy who couldn't be called Sideswipe because Sideswipe was Anyway, there's very little remaining of the Wheeljack DNA. Other than the flappy-eared coil face and the uber-subtle Lancia toes, Downshift's basically evolved into a completely new animal that rips all kinds of ass. He just oozes attitude with his new metal name and his hardcore black and green body bricks. That is a look. So the torso is pretty much just the entire front third of a car, just chilling out there with like the whole grille completely intact and the wheels just hanging down, and just the whole windscreen and roof as a cape. He's like, yeah, I'm a car, what? Head's a silly wheeljacky bump there with folding see-through ears and that signature spring face shtick. Doesn't turn at all, but it does bob up and down like a cartoon spring. Arms are functionally slightly pathetic there, like he can't even reach in front of himself, but they're good for show. I mean, they're decently black and blocky and bulky enough, and these giant door shoulders are just pure presence. Legs are a sturdily brutalist foundation down there with suitably dexterous heavy-duty hips, and this thunderous footprint definitely gives him a +10 to poise. Seriously, he's like impervious to impact damage. So anyway, as a Cybertron lad, old downtown Julie Brown had to wedge a Cyber Planet key gimmick in there somewhere. Thing about those is they can be really fun, but you kind of have to give them a lot of space. And you can definitely tell they didn't want to screw around too much with Downshift's delish design, so they very clearly begrudgingly gave him this rubbish belly claw thing. It's pretty weak. But you can sort of tell they knew it wasn't great based on how easy it is to ignore. Like, a lot of them just fold away awkwardly against the back or whatever, but this one like completely disappears into his guts. And even the keyhole folds away so perfectly you could very easily forget you ever saw it. So basically the complete opposite of these double Destructo bazookas. Look at these wrecker-worthy rectangles. These have got to be some of the most ridiculous Robo weapons I think I've seen in my life. They're almost as big as he is. There's two for some reason, and they're not even shaped like guns. But they just are totally badass. I can't do anything about it. So yes, Downshift's robot mode's basically an absolute knockout. Solid as a rock star, poses like a diva, and just looks agelessly awesome even in 2018. Like, put him next to anything from Titan's Return or Power of the Primes, and there's really not a lot of difference. Except that he's about 4 times heavier, more like Dense Shift. Transformations just don't come much purer than that, man. Yeah, it's predictable and straightforward, but you gotta respect it. It's the kind of thing that makes you go, oh, I love Transformers. Now, I would like, if I may, to present the most absolutely perfect muscle car in all of Transformers history. I mean, kind of by default, because there's like 4, but look at this beast. It's just got such a vibe, man. You can feel it in the weight of it, in that smooth-ass roll-in action, in the exposed supercharger and the painted rims. God knows that's a rarity. It's just a flawless, timeless, hefty-ass pimpmobile. Like, I love the hulked-out green and the slightly textured black top there, the sweet grills and the subtly jagged bumper. This is what mean mother lover. Are we sure it's a good guy? And check it out, there's even the hint of some headrests in there beyond those murky iron brew windows. Doesn't really do anything, but does it need to? I guess the claw grabber still works and you can wedge the guns on there, but you just ruining it. You're making it worse. Just time for a quick nod to Downshift's only begotten repaint son, Allspark Power Big Daddy, who's based on a Micromaster with all flames and orange bits and that. Somehow, for me, he just doesn't work it. Like, he's still almost entirely black, but just not as refined. And he does smell a little bit like an 07 Alt Classics G1 fanbait rush job, because he is one. And he's still an Autobot. What's the point of this? But still good. So yeah, suffice to say, I'm down with the shiftness. I mean, he's just the best kind of outlier. Like, he works on his own terms, regardless of whatever nonsense is going down in Cybertron Town. He just pays lip service to the gimmickry and crushes it in his own way. No nonsense, no pretense, just one of the best goddamn car formers of all time. Absolute gangster.
Be sure to subscribe for more Thew's awesome Transformers reviews. Limited appeal, keeping it real.